Good morning, students. Welcome back to chemistry classroom once again. Hope all of you are done well in the exam. So after exam, I'm just going to start a new chapter, chapter 6, chemical reaction. Because before the exam already I have completed the chapter 5 as usual. Uska exercise bhi. So let's start the chapter. So look at the book. We have discussed a large number of chemical reactions. Some are accompanied by a change in color, some are by the evolution of gas, some by the formation of precipitate, and so on. At the molecular level, different types of changes occur. In some reactions, smaller parts add up to form bigger entities, whereas in some others, bigger entities break into smaller ones. Again, in some reaction, one element displaces another, form a compound, whereas in some others, compounds exchange radicals among themselves. So for a systematic study, therefore, it is essential that we classify the reaction into different types. So what is the meaning of that? Normally, we have discussed many types of chemical reaction in the previous chapters. So some reaction, whereas evolution of gas takes place, where changes of energies takes place. Same way, color changes, some formation of precipitate. That's why. So in case of different types of changes, so whereas some parts add up to form a bigger entities, whereas bigger entities breaks into smaller substance. Same way, some reactions, one element displaces another to form a compound, whereas some compounds changes their radicals and form a new substance. So these are the systematic substances or chemical process. So we have to classify them into different types. However, we will discuss first the change in energy in chemical reaction, which is common to all types. तो normally हर chemical reaction में कुछ ना कुछ energy का change होता है. तो depend on the changes of chemical reaction, we can classify the chemical reaction into various types. All the reactions are accompanied by a change in energy. Energy in the form of heat or light is either given out or taken in during a chemical reaction. So in case of chemical reaction, either heat is evolved or emitted. मतलब वो absorb भी हो सकता है और release भी हो सकता है. So a chemical reaction in which heat or light is evolved is called exothermic reaction. So normally जहाँ पे heat release हो रहा है उस reaction को हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? Exothermic reaction. So whereas a chemical reaction in which heat or light is absorbed, that is known as endothermic reaction, because exo means out, endo means intake. मतलब जो release कर रहा है that is exothermic reaction, whereas the heat or light is absorbed, that is endothermic reaction. In an exothermic process, heat or light is given out to the surroundings. That's why you feel hot when you accidentally touch anything burning. मतलब अगर कुछ चीज जल रहा है उसको हम लोग गलती से भी छू लिए तो हम लोग को गर्म महसूस होता है. उस दौरान हम लोग हाथ को तुरंत हटा लेंगे. Because it is a exothermic reaction. Because in case of burning, heat is produced. I mean, heat release होता है. On the other hand, in an endothermic process, heat or light is taken in or absorbed from the surroundings. That's why a cube of ice is cold to touch, because cubes of ice surrounding से heat absorb करने के बाद ही melt होता है. इस दौरान हम लोगों को उसको छूने पे ठंडा महसूस होगा. The ice tends to melt when you touch. The melting of ice in an endothermic process and the heat required for it is drawn from your hand. मतलब वो गलने के लिए नॉर्मली जो हीट उसको जरूरी है वो हम लोग का शरीर से ही लेता है. That's why we feel cold when we touch the ice cube. Remember that the melting of ice is a physical change, not a chemical reaction. So normally the changes of energy takes place in both changes, physical change as well as chemical change. why a change in energy in a reaction? तो normally reaction के द्वारा energy का change क्यों होता है? As we know, any two atoms in a molecule are held together by a force of attraction called chemical bond. So normally in case of a molecule, some atoms are combined together by a force of attraction, that is also known as chemical bond, and also that a chemical bond is a much stronger than an intermolecular force of attraction. So we can know that it is the atoms that take part in a chemical reaction. So chemical bond is much stronger than an intermolecular force of attraction. That's why we can easily say that atoms is basically take part in chemical reaction, not a molecule. Thus, we can consider a chemical reaction to be a result of this following phenomena. The breaking of bonds of the reactant molecules so as to set the atoms free for a new combination, whereas energy is absorbed in this process. नॉर्मली इस बॉन्ड को जुड़ाने में या तोड़ने में नॉर्मली हम लोग को एनर्जी की जरूरत है. तो इस दौरान जिस प्रोसेस के द्वारा एनर्जी इनटेक हो रहा है, दैट इज एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. द फॉर्मिंग ऑफ फ्रेश बॉन्ड between the new partners so that the product molecules are formed. So normally जहां पे केमिकल बॉन्ड को बनाना है वहां पे एनर्जी रिलीज हो रहा है. The energy required for the breaking of the bonds of the reactant molecules is not same as it given out in the formation of the bonds between the new partners. नॉर्मली जो बॉन्ड ऑलरेडी बना चुका है उसको तोड़ने पे ज़्यादा वो इजी नहीं है. यहाँ पे न्यू फ्रेश बॉन्ड बनाया जा रहा है दो पार्टनर्स के अंदर. When the energy given out in the formation of bonds is more than that used for the breaking of the bonds, the surplus energy is evolved and the process is exothermic. मतलब जहाँ पे फ्रेशर्स बॉन्ड बनाया जा रहा है वो हीट ज्यादा रिलीज कर रहा है, दैट इज एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. So however, when the energy required for the breaking of the bond is greater than that given out in the formation of the bonds, the difference is energy has to be compensated from outside. मतलब अगर केमिकल बॉन्ड को तोड़ना है या दो पार्टनर के बीच फ्रेश बॉन्ड बनाना है, जो एनर्जी की जरूरत है दैट इज कॉम्पेंसेटेड फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, बाहर से वो मेकअप हो रहा है. In other words, energy will be absorbed from the surroundings for the reaction to happen and the process will be endothermic. So look at here. Already bond बना चुका है, ये बॉन्ड को तोड़ है और ये दो नया बॉन्ड फ्रेम हो रहा है. Now example of exothermic reaction. We will now discuss some common exothermic reaction. First one is burning. The burning of a substance is exothermic. इसको अंडरलाइन करना. Anything which is burning, that is the exothermic reaction. It is the exothermicity of burning that makes a combustible substance a fuel. Combustible मतलब जो normally जलता है. For example, hydrogen, carbon, CNG and LPG are normally fuels or combustible substance. Like hydrogen plus oxygen burn करके फॉर्म क्या करता है, वाटर. सेम way कार्बन प्लस ऑक्सीजन बर्न होकर फॉर्म क्या करता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सेम way मीथेन CH4 मतलब मीथेन, इट इज यूज्ड इज द CNG प्लस ऑक्सीजन फॉर्म क्या करेगा, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. सेम way LPG इथिलीन C4H10 प्लस O2 फॉर्म क्या करेगा, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. सो एनीथिंग व्हिच इज कॉम्बस्टिबल सब्सटेंस एंड व्हिच इज बर्न that produce carbon dioxide as well as water, it's release heat. That is the example of exothermic reaction. So students, I hope all of you understood. So for today, up to this portion.